welcome back everyone to Pottergone 2025, the penultimate kind of run. We have SammySpeedruns doing Trevor percent for GTA 5, which is kind of ironic given we're raising money for the Trevor project. I have to ask before we get started, was that intentional or is that just a good category that you wanted to run?
It's just a good category, actually. It's coincidence.
Intentional. We'll pretend it was a really well planned out thing from us, because yeah. But yeah, we are raising money for the Trevor project, guys. We're currently at $242. It would be awesome if we could hit $250 by the end of the weekend. We're only $8 away from that. So if you can, please do drop a donation. And if you are not able to, just sharing the stream around really can help. This is a very important charity. It makes a big difference, and we'll be learning more about that a little bit later on from a special little clip. But before we get to that, we have some GTA 5 to enjoy. So Sammy, take it away.
Okay, so I'm already gonna press new game because there's a long loading screen before you actually start the time. So basically, Trevor percent is playing the game from new game and then ending it after the first jewel store heist, which is where you would unlock Trevor. So timing is gonna start as soon as we see the splash text for North Yankton, which I can't really give a countdown for because it's a low screen. Now, okay, sorry, this game doesn't really have a prep for starting the timer. I'm gonna crouch here to skip the slow walking. My timer hasn't started. Aim on these dudes to make a move. Can the stream timer start? Maybe?
All set. Phone it in.
Is there a tag out there? Someone to start the timer, please.
Show me the money. Slow and steady, tease.
Gonna go in first person because movement speed is different depending on whether you're inside, outside, first person, or third person. First person indoor is fastest.
I saw your face, I'll remember you. You forget 1,000 things every day. How about you make sure this is one of them? I've seen it. His eyes. He's crazy.
Oh wow. I missed my shot. Cool. You know what? Maybe we'll just start the run from scratch and then we can actually start the timer. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, so if I press restart, then the timer will start when it says Ludendorff, North Yankton, 9 years ago. So now.
No one gets hurt. Go! Open the door. They'll get worse than hurt. Hey! Come on! Finally! Let's go! Hands behind your back. Come on, mister. We're giving you everything.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
I'll do it.
Get in there.
Okay, so as I said, crouch and then aim at these dudes. I messed up the order. Now that guy's gonna go last, which is slow. So now we're gonna spam the phone. Pick it up as soon as we can. I mean, dial it as soon as we can. I'm gonna switch to first person, because running first person indoors is faster. Followed by jumping indoors and then third person indoors. So, we're following M and T doing a heist in North Yankton.
I saw your face, I'll remember you. You forget 1,000 things every day. How about you make sure this is one of
And
them?
this is the introduction to character switching. Shoot that guy in the face.
You didn't have to do that.
Let's get going. There'll be time for grieving later.
Yeah, you got that right.
Let's go.
And then gonna jump here anyways because we gotta wait for our friends.
I'm setting the charge.
Okay, now I'm gonna spam Q and space and hopefully get a jump going. No, didn't make it. We can jump and then make it in front of Michael and then get pushed into this switch.
It ain't supposed to go down like this.
Anyways, gonna do a very terrible shootout because I haven't practiced this in a while, yeah. Okay, so you don't actually have to kill these two police cars. Also, I'm gonna run and spam putting... Okay. It's interesting. As I was saying, we're gonna kill these guys.
Dumb fucking cops. Drop it, prick. We got a window. Let's go.
Okay. And then kill these two police officers. And then we're gonna spam putting away our gun and grabbing our gun. Because that is faster. When in combat, spamming the equip and unequip weapon button is faster. Okay.
What took you so long?
Shut the fuck up and drive.
Woo! Did you see that shit?
So once again, I'm on my laptop instead of my actual good PC.
Real stout.
Because I don't have access to it right now. So we're gonna see some annoying frame drops. Also, we'll not be able to utilize strats that can require high FPS. Which I'll explain later, which strats needed. Also, we're playing this game on patch 1.27 because it has faster loads than the most recent one. It also has a bug that makes waves in the ocean break, so they don't actually do anything. And also some other stuff we will not be utilizing in Trevor percent. You can actually all these cutscenes are unskippable, but you can actually skip this one by destroying the car when you reach the cutscene trigger, which is a pretty hard strat, but it will respawn you after the cutscene.
Stick to the fucking plan. Come on. Where the fuck's the chopper?
Patch 1.27 makes hospital warping also work, which is where you mission fail and then die during the mission fail. That makes you spawn at the hospital immediately after the mission, which is not intended,
T, you gotta get out of here.
but is used a couple times,
Go.
but not in this run.
I'm not gonna be fucking gonna bleed out. Go. No. Kill me.
Okay, and then another long unskippable cutscene, I'm sorry. It's only prologue that has unskippable cutscenes. Anyway,
Yes, please.
what?
Can I very quickly jump in with a quick donation?
Yeah, sure.
We have a $8 donation from Jamie saying, in the words of Trevor, show me the money. That does bring us up to $250, so thank you guys.
Let's go.
You guys are awesome. Next goal would be Potter Fun 4, which is $331. Can we raise that? We'll see.
So yes, Michael got shot.
He did not die a
No, wait, Michael was supposed to get shot there because it was a setup.
Lord was crucified.
But they accidentally shot Dave. No, wait, Dave, not Dave. Well, the other guy. And they, then Michael was hit, supposedly, but he's still fine and well. And has moved on from his criminal life and moved to Los Santos instead of North Yankton.
But we know that you will show mercy to our friend.
Also, this game gives us a kind reminder what game we're playing. Very cool. Takes a while though. Oh yes, we're also playing on the lowest distance scaling setting, which makes a lot of objects on the side of the road not spawn, which is very neat to not crash into stuff. Also makes this box not spawn, so this cat's flying.
Like that, Bobby.
So yeah, this is Franklin.
I'm about to go nice and slow for your bitch ass.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just a guy working the repo. Okay, I'm still hitting stuff, even though like half of it is missing. He has a power you can use while driving, and if you brake over like a bump in the road, you'll get the burnout effect, which is if you're standing still, holding your brake and your gas, your tires will start spinning, and then if you let go of brake, you'll get a slight boost, but you can also use this while driving by braking over curbs. It is way more effective on high FPS, and my game is running at a very low FPS right now. So the effect will not be as big. For some reason there was an explosion there, I don't know what that was about. The power also gives you more grip, which is neat to take corners really fast. I am doing this drive very, very poorly, by the way. Anyways, as you can see, we're not following Lamar at all, which is what we're supposed to be doing. This game has also very intense rubber banding, so we can drive to the exit without Lamar even being there. And then we're introduced to the cops because we stole this car. Gonna squeeze through there. There are cops on both roads I want to take, so gotta do a detour. It's fine. Gotta wait for the cop for the timer anyways. Okay, there's another police car over there. That was so extremely unfair. There was one cop blocking the way where I wanted to be, and then another cop blocking the way that I wanted to take as backup, and then another one on the road where I wanted to take the backup's backup. I'm gonna try making it to Simeon's car dealership in time. There is another police car blocking me. They are being like both ways as well. They're being exceptionally annoying today. What was supposed to happen is I was supposed to evade the cops and then immediately drive to where I'm supposed to be going and wait there, and then the cutscene will activate instantly as soon as the cops are gone. But it's okay, I guess. Gonna spam character switch here to delay some dialogue and hopefully skip it completely.
Don't get you, bro.
Yep.
racist insulted me.
Hey, what's up?
Excellent.
So, Jimmy, are you
I'm gonna run straight to the car here, because if you don't, Lamar will walk here instead of run. And then we're gonna call emergency services.
Hello, this is 911. What emergency
This
service do you
will
require?
block Lamar from speaking, making the ending faster here. Wow, getting like 30 FPS driving around in the city right now. That's cool.
Man, shit, it's good to be home.
Now, a strat that's pretty neat, which... Okay, I completely failed it, of course. If you run here fast enough, you can walk into the gate that opens and warp into the car instead of running into the car. Also, in that mission pass screen, you're not supposed to be able to jump because spacebar is the button to expand the mission stats. But if you remap it to something else, you can jump. I'm gonna go in first person so you can run and then miss the punch. Okay.
Hey, what's up, Simeon? My dear boy.
Everything
So
is
good to see
going
you. So good.
horribly.
What we waiting for?
Jumping inside is a bit faster. Gonna take a wide turn to this car this time.
That country bumpkin shit
If you run straight here, Lamar will walk.
I never took you to
This
be
game
all
is
hairstyles
programmed
type shit.
weirdly. Sometimes walking straight to the car is faster, sometimes running around.
But now it's
Miss a brake boost.
all starting to make sense. Hey, wasn't that motherfucker
Miss another one. Miss another one.
Hey, Fargo,
I'm gonna totally crash here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was him.
fuck, homie. I don't want no unnecessary bullshit here, alright?
Nigga, I don't give a shit. There's a reason Simeon pays a couple of mean-looking motherfuckers to come repo this
Maybe I
shit.
should
We ain't
lower my
Girl
FPS
Scouts.
so I can get a bit more consistent. Because now it's so choppy. This game is quite heavy for PCs.
I ain't so sure about that.
Doesn't run the greatest on most,
Could be
from
the
what I've
story of
noticed.
your life, asshole.
Watch Dogs does it is optimized a lot better.
Known with these parking. Move. Watch me, fool. Think this crazy motherfucker wants something.
So yeah, we're gonna repo a bike because that's part of our job. I'm gonna kick this guy, otherwise Lamar will
It's subtle, right? Man, move the car.
give a
Shit, man.
like talk to him.
Yeah, that's right. Keep it moving, bitch.
Man, I don't like this shit one bit.
I'm gonna not walk too far away from Lamar.
Man, your pussy the only thing that's smooth up in this shit.
Man, what exactly did I do in a past life to deserve your stupid ass?
This a routine lick, dog. Chill.
Do them Vagos look routine? This a shady ass alley.
Shit, we in Vespucci Beach.
We on the wrong side of Vespucci Beach. You should know a block makes a difference.
Hey, hold up. Got to be in one of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's in this one. Keep forgetting that spacebar doesn't skip cutscenes in this game. Yes, accidentally punch instead of
Find your bitch ass in cover. Shit.
Okay, so interesting thing, climbing over this makes every enemy spawn in this area instead of when they're supposed to.
Follow me. Let's get through this. Man, what's a few more of these motherfuckers?
You make friends wherever your ass go, nigga.
They trying to build. Get that ride. You still breathing, homie?
Yeah,
Okay, and then tab movement,
Fuck away from this shit.
man, we only came here
and then, oh my god, it's the guy, and then gonna miss like 5 shots, and then almost get a big time loss.
Be cool, my nigga.
If you don't shoot him right there, he'll drive around through town and you have to knock him off of his bike. I was like, nah, aiming is unnecessary, hip fire is fine, and then I proceeded to miss most. Franklin's power doesn't work very well for bikes, so we're not gonna use it. I'm gonna try to jump up to the road here. That truck is kind of blocking the way. Yeah. Unfortunate. What's this? Casual playthrough. This game was actually the second speedrun I ever did. Started with Bendy and Ink Machine and then moved on to this. Started on PS4 as well. Instead of PC. Yeah, jump off there to skip an animation. I parked this car weirdly in the previous mission, which you may have not noticed. That's to make sure that Lamar actually takes that car and parks it here. Also, now we're gonna do a side mission, which is the only side mission required in the game. It's the introduction to side missions. Unfortunately, cannot be skipped.
Nigga, you need to slow it down. Tanisha was right.
Alright, shit, where we going?
Trucks at the Davis Sheriff Impound.
I'm gonna park on this side, so Tanisha will be closer to her door.
No, you always been sweet on me. Shit, Franklin Clinton.
Shit, your ass must be high or something.
I told you, I don't do that shit no more.
Gonna
I'll
already
baby
lower
dose
the hook.
now and again just for the taste. But I'm doing good, boo.
And also, curbs in this game
Say, girl, come on.
compress your suspension and give you a little speed boost.
Yo, we on that like ugly on your mama. It's Tanya, fool. And my boy
Yeah, this
Franklin.
game has a lot more things going on while driving than Godfather and Watch Dogs. I'm gonna pick up the car
This one should be easy.
Shit, not easy
and
enough
then
to
raise the
drag
hook.
his ass out of whatever crack
So
house
there's
he
less
laid in.
wheels on the ground, and less wheels on the ground means less drag, so more
Let's
speed.
get this back to the lot.
Hey, this was not how I saw my day going.
So I ain't
Using
seen
the
you in
power
the hood,
in this
right?
state is not
I've been
recommended
trying to branch
because
out. Can't stay in Chamberlain Hills forever.
the
Nigga got
Toad car
ears now.
acts
I remember
weirdly.
you before you was a wannabe when
Like
you
it'll just
was.
wildly swing
And I
around
remember you and
if
JB
you take
before
a
y'all
sharp
was
turn
dope
with
heads.
power.
Shit changes.
You the one all turfed up. JB smoking, but he ain't smoking homies. He out here grinding, towing cars, paying bills.
For real. Cause I could have sworn it was me out here towing cars for him.
And looking
Okay, gonna drop the car early,
doing it too, baby.
knock it into our car
I'll
to
see
make
you on the
Tanisha
block.
be quiet.
Anything you need, you holler at me.
You can only start moving in this car when Tanisha is finished with her dialogue, by the way. We're gonna open the phone and we're gonna go to settings and profile. Because it gives like a little tutorial, the text on the top. And you cannot select anything when that's happening, so we're gonna already open it. So we can use it later. Okay, now cool strat time. Gonna take cover here and then get out of Lamar's slow ass range. And then push this cart around. Okay, I think that might be fine. It was not. That's very unfortunate. What I was supposed to do is Lamar will run into it and get confused. And warps him into the car together with Chop. Which is, of course, a lot faster than his slow walking to the door.
Yo annoying ass. Man, I'm carrying both of y'all asses, homie.
This one is also being played on the lowest population density setting,
More like something
which means less cars on the road, but it's still like plenty in my opinion. Okay, get a nice brake boost. Instantly crash in that car because it was turning into me.
Out for it, or is he looking out for himself? Shit, himself, I guess.
Drive really slowly up this hill because this car is
By
terrible.
getting serious. Exactly. We too highly motivated.
Okay, that guy braking was very mean. I'm not able to get any of these brake boosts now because you have to go faster to actually get them. Okay, got that one. If you see like, bro,
Baby self-starters, huh? In the kidnapping sector. Yeah, starting big. But it always go wrong, don't it? All your schemes for years. They don't go right, but I wouldn't say that they go wrong all the time neither. Not as wrong
yeah,
as they
low
could.
population density is still way too high in my opinion. Too many cars on the road.
I've been told he up in
If
the
you
house.
change it to 0 on GTA 4, there's like nobody anymore.
In the van, we gotta go.
Anyways,
Man, we ain't gonna catch it.
we're gonna be chasing D down.
Hold on, Chop. Look out.
Of course, we're supposed to follow him. We're not gonna do that.
Creeped up on this nigga. See here yourself, Franklin? He's a big black motherfucker, nigga. You creeping.
Okay, I got a good amount of speed, I guess. Okay, I'm failing like most of them. That's okay.
Give it up.
I'm gonna sneak into this alleyway
Contributing right now, fool. We might have to rethink this.
and already go to the end of the
You
section.
ain't doing shit. Chop is doing more to get this nigga than you, and he just drilled it.
But we gotta wait for D now.
Next time we going after the motherfucker in the car, alright? All these punk ass bikes. Man, take Chop, go get that fool. Nigga, you just sitting your ass there with your feet.
Okay, actually in third person it's faster to, I mean, when outside it's faster to walk in first person. So that's what we will be doing. This effect is most noticeable when walking up and down stairs,
Real hound, homie.
because there's a slower animation for it in third person, but there isn't in first. Also, we're not gonna follow D again.
Back up, and you'll get a pass on this. At least I'm getting a workout.
Whoops. Okay, so now D is gonna hide somewhere, and Chop will have to sniff him out.
Find that fool.
Chop's like really slow.
Sniff him out, Chop Chop. Lead me to him.
So we're gonna give him some speed assistance.
Get his ass, Chop. He ain't one of them box cars.
I'm like bumping into him and then try pushing him. I'm really bad at this.
Come on, Chop. Come on, boy.
Anyways, it interrupts his sniffing animation at least.
Where is he, boy? Come on. Where is he?
Also, gonna do some animal cruelty here. I'm gonna shoot this dog.
Come on. Smell that stinky motherfucker.
It's not. That's not because I support animal cruelty. That is because otherwise Chop will go over there and hump that dog and delay us.
We in this together, Chop. Let's go. Go, boy. Where that OG at?
Come on, Chop. Like, yeah. Okay. We're gonna set up a buffered ledge grab here, which is if you take out your phone and then try climbing over something, it'll bug. Okay, that didn't work. I mean, no. Okay. and then try climbing over something, it'll not let you
If you don't train Chop, he gonna be a
because you've got your
lost
phone
dog
out.
like you, dog. We gonna stash this dude in my spot. We going back to
And
my
then
crib.
you can run away,
When you was in
and when you put your phone back down, it'll warp you to that spot. Or you can get in a car and then as soon as you leave the car, crouch again. I mean, take cover again and it'll warp you as well. I'm gonna use this to enter the next mission a bit faster, or attempt to use this, because I don't think I've ever gotten this one successfully. Also, we're gonna try to not interrupt the dialogue here, because this is a mission that ends when all the dialogue has been played. It guides you to your house, but actually this is the mission end.
Get the fuck out of here. And nigga, give me that damn phone. What the fuck? Fuck you. The OG's gonna hear about this. Alright, motherfucker. You the mother.
Super cool delayed mission ending here. Yeah. Okay, now let's see if the buffered ledge grab has worked. I'm gonna visit Simeon for more work, of course. Okay, that... I was supposed to fly into this car, but I guess that's okay. If anyone is familiar with this run, I will not be doing complications jump, I'm very sorry. There's a super cool strat where you do like a bunch of brake boosts and go really fast and then fly up a hill and dive out of your car into the next objective. But that's very difficult and very much a run killer. I think even world record doesn't go for it because like doing this drive is so fast anyways, it barely saves time. Okay, not gonna take the intended route inside. I'm gonna climb over this gate.
That's just 'cause you have a massive gamer, bitch.
Why'd he climb? Stop climbing back down! Okay. Time for stealth.
Ooh, slaughter time.
Oh my god, seriously? My brother is such a homo.
Gonna jump here. And then we're gonna try exiting the car, which triggers this interaction sooner. Usually it only triggers when you're like 2 streets away or something. But if you try getting out of the car, it'll leave instant. It will start instantly.
Hey, come on, man. This was a repo job. Guy was behind on
Also, the power is disabled during this drive,
My son just got the car.
which is very annoying actually because this car doesn't have the best handling.
Working a credit fraud.
credit fraud. Be serious, dude. I just worked the fucking repo.
I appreciate a kid who follows orders without taking responsibility. Yeah, maybe one day we'll have a beer, and I'll explain how the world really works. Who gives you the slip?
A car dealer, dog, by the name of Simeon Terry.
So this business
This is also...
look legit to you?
Cool.
Man, it's just between him and your fucking
Okay,
son.
so we're not gonna arrive at this yellow dot too fast, because if you do, you'll get warped to the other side of the street for some reason.
That the place?
Yeah, this the
Come on, kid.
And then we're gonna try and stun lock Simeon here. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, I failed it. Nice. For some reason I was convinced it was R instead of Q. Yes, just kick him in the face repeatedly. That'll teach him. Okay, and then end this mission, and then gonna actually save our game. And then I'm gonna load our game as well. So a weird bug in this game is that if you hold a character switch button that isn't your character at the time where you save the game, and then let it go at the end of the loading screen, you'll get warped to your safe house. Which is faster than driving. Ta-da! It's a very weird bug. Anyways, we're gonna walk around this yellow dot because that'll skip a cutscene and walk into the front door.
Why the fuck not?
Let's take Amanda's car.
We're gonna run straight through the car and then go through the passenger side so we can leave the door open
Hey, Jim.
for Franklin. This is also one of the very few times in this game where you actually follow the GPS route.
Lesson number 1. Don't ever have kids.
Hey man, look, if I had kids, I don't think no parenting issues would arise over who had both privileges and who don't. Shit, motherfuckers be lucky to sit in the bathtub.
Shit, things that desperate, huh?
Nah, but, you know, shit, I was making a point.
Mythologizing self-deprecation. I know it well.
Yeah, man, but shit, where the boat at?
Little shit's been hijacked. They're somewhere on the Western Highway.
Man, ain't you worried?
About my
Okay,
boat?
so there's this boat chase section, and we're gonna try triggering the first
You
phase
always get credit for one.
as soon as we arrive.
No, thank you.
So we have to go really fast and try getting in range of the boat.
Oh, there it is. That's my boat.
Triggered it, but it crashed, so...
We'll catch 'em.
Yeah, like the boat is supposed to speed away, and then you drive close to it, and then Franklin will climb up.
Shoot a fucking gun.
Or he'll climb up when you get close in that turn. But of course, if you crash, that's kind of slow. Supposed to have Franklin up onto the boat at the start of this bridge. So this part from the end of that tunnel to the turn over there as an auto-scroller. Cannot make the boat go faster or slower. But after that, the boat is rubber banding.
Oh, easy with those pricks.
You know what? I actually think I was out of range for that to trigger.
Be cool, Frank. Be cool.
You do have to be in range to trigger some events on the boat. Like, you can't shoot him once and then, like, there's a delay until he's supposed to die.
Okay, now go find Jimmy.
This is like a very slow boat right now.
Jimmy! Kid, watch out for the boom!
And then we're gonna try to shoot this guy off. Yeah, and then catch Jimmy. Which I don't think I did that fast enough.
Don't dad me, you little shit! You better hope she's still seaworthy!
Whoops. Accidentally pressed the cinematic camera. Okay, and then we're gonna get Franklin off, which is actually sooner than I expected it to be. Which is good, because now we can take this way and not follow the boat anymore, because we're not gonna catch it.
Time to get the boat back.
Because the car will break.
Now that doesn't sound good.
Hey, that's the engine, man.
And then we're gonna try a dialogue skip here, but I'm really bad at
Stay
it.
with me. Stay with me. Ah, my fucking boat.
Hey, it's just a thing. At least you still got a son.
Hey,
It's a
Nope.
chop shop back there, dog.
You can skip Franklin's line if you enter that yellow dot right when Jimmy ends his line.
Yeah, I got this.
Gonna scroll our weapon wheel to skip an animation.
Recondition.
Quickly repair the car.
I'm gonna take you home now.
It's Franklin, right?
Yeah, Franklin, or the credit fraud guy, the home invader. You know what? Call me what you like, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, sure,
Jimmy, ain't it? Or James?
Jimmy, or just like Jizzle.
Nah, man, I'll just stick with Jimmy, homie.
So,
Okay,
what's the deal,
and
man?
after this mission we're gonna try doing another buffered ledge grab.
Someone steals my whip, and Papa's all like,
And
"He's been down there to
of
talk
course
to you
this time
guys."
it'll go perfectly.
Pops did more than talk.
What'd he do?
Look, man, if he ain't...
This street has like one of the sickest brake boosts,
I ain't gonna
but
tell you,
I'm
but I lost
not getting any. Okay, that was one.
my fucking job, and I thought maybe he could help me find a new one.
My dad. You
That was intentional, by the way.
My dad is retired, like fully. Like his only marketable skills are watching
Okay,
TV and daytime
you're supposed to
drinking.
bump into the side and then
So, like, since we're
interrupt
close-
the dialogue, but she doesn't wanna. Okay, I guess. I'm gonna get out of the phone. Gonna ledge grab here. Try climbing. It's gonna not work, of course. Sometimes that gate doesn't open for some reason, and then you have to arrange a hangout with Michael, and then cancel it to make it open. But it did, so that's cool. Gonna move far enough away so the next mission spawns, and then crash here, and then get out of the car, and... Oh, nope, didn't work. You're supposed to fly all the way into the door. I think FPS might have something to do with it, but it didn't work.
You! Stop it!
You okay, homie? What happened?
Anyways,
Which guy?
Michael's wife is banging the tennis coach,
Oh, that's...
so we are gonna supposedly chase him, but we're gonna lose him. And then do a stupid climb on this mountain that I'm probably gonna fail.
How you catch him?
It wasn't hard. They were in my house, in my own bed, on top of each other.
Man, this dude got some explaining to do.
The whole thing
Please.
was kinda
Yes.
self-explanatory, Frank.
Made it.
There's a winch. And we'll see how you like it when someone fucks with your shit. Well, hey, wait! You got the wrong idea.
Okay, I'm gonna take cover here to get into the car slightly faster.
Here we go. Let's see what happens.
And then pull down this guy's stupid house. But it turns out not to be his house, but actually a very rich person that has connections. Which is a big part of the story.
Man, I think that shit's coming down.
But to be honest, I have never paid attention to this game story.
Oh, fuck.
Gonna get out of phone. Because we're supposed to get a phone call, and I'm gonna interrupt it by opening the phone. That'll skip some dialogue, of course. We're gonna press the look back button and then turn the camera around, which the game believes that you have 360-degree vision, and the enemies in this section can only spawn outside of your vision. Okay, and that's marriage counseling. It says mission passed, but actually the mission end is
Is this still the number for Lester
until after the phone call here,
Who's asking?
according to the
You're awful cagey.
in-game on-mission flag.
Even for a dead man, Michael.
Ooh, you don't
I'm
sound
gonna
good,
look for a
buddy.
bike
Tactful
here,
and charming
which
even in death. Hey,
can
come
be
see
a
me,
bit
old
troublesome,
friend. I'm
or a
living
fast
in
car
Los
will do
Santos,
as
just
well.
like you. Marietta Heights.
A bike would be
Whoa, whoa,
preferable.
wait. Hey, how do you...
Oh, there's one.
Fucker.
Okay. Excellent. So we just called up Lester, which is an old friend that has arranged multiple heists with us. Oh yeah, we're gonna put the phone on sleep mode. Sleep mode, the only thing it does is block phone calls, as far as I'm aware. Which we don't want, because phone calls will delay text messages. And we would prefer to have texts instead of phone calls. Because like Amanda just texted us, and there are like 5 texts that you have to get in this. No, 5 texts that you can get in this. But you only really need one, so you try clearing out the other texts so you actually can get lucky. Nice, I got the jump there. Jump, bring up the phone to skip a small cutscene here. So yeah, there's only one phone call. There's only one text you really need. It's to trigger the second to last mission. But it's easier to clear out texts right now, because otherwise it'll delay the spawn. It will possibly delay the spawn of the second to last mission, because which text you get is entirely random. And there's like 20 seconds between texts. I'm gonna fly into oncoming traffic here. Oh yeah, bikes are also not affected by the burnout thing. This yellow dot doesn't stop you automatically, so we're gonna get off.
Excuse me.
Okay, so basically the plan is we're gonna infiltrate this game's Facebook
Well, that's as useful as you're gonna get.
headquarters,
Dignity aside,
and we're gonna rig a phone to be an explosive, because Lester hates the CEO or something. And we have to be convincing, so we buy this shitty outfit. Also, leaning back while driving bikes puts more pressure on the back wheel and gets you more speed. Okay, now a very boring section
I'm totally becoming a tech evangelist when the big boys back.
where we follow Mark Zuckerberg here. Slowly. Oh yeah, NSFW warning here, by the way. Gotta clear out porn virus on this guy's computer.
Beanbag Marcus will be right out.
Oh, I'm gonna take a normal chair. I have a terrible back.
Here you go. If you got
This is a filthy hard drive, bro. Got any antivirus software?
I think so. Behind this junk on the left. Clicked an NSFW link, bro. Hit me on the ass.
Scanning.
Okay, if you're actually good at this, you can clear out all the pop-ups without a new one spawning.
Get you in the right headspace.
And that should do it. Why don't you try and keep things strictly safe for
This is a
work from now on?
questionable background, but okay. And now I'm gonna rig the phone and get back to our place so we could watch the presentation of the new phone.
You're my guy.
Goodbye.
and blow up Mark Zuckerberg.
Sit. Foot bag, dig back. Ow! Come on, you're gonna have to learn the foot bag if you want to get a job here, okay? Follow me.
Some a-hole drank my effing head.
Yeah.
There was a totally non-
We love forced walking sections in our speedruns, don't we?
I drown in mucus. It's your fault you illiterate effing seas.
Okay. Don't climb that. It refused to for some reason.
Hey, Michael, hold on. Domed! I domed ya!
Lester, the thing's in the prototype.
Okay, like bouncing up like that is not optimal for the speed. And then we're gonna just get in here.
Oh my god, you guys are so...
Yeah, and then a waiting section, nice break for like a minute. Watching Jay Norris's presentation.
This company has come a long way since we started it in my parents' pool house in East Caraway. Today, you're about to witness a new phase.
Unfortunately, nothing we can do here.
We have put 1 billion people's private data in the public domain, and we have milked every penny we could in the process. And we have one of the youngest workforces in the world. An average age.
Oh yeah, what I wanted to say is this is the most popular category in GTA 5. I think I'm ranked like 232nd or something, but I believe there are at least 400 people on these boards.
The next step. Prepare to witness the future.
You have dropped down to 233rd, I'm afraid, sir.
233rd, oh. Okay, and then gonna call Jay Norris during this presentation.
Hold on a second. I think someone's trying to talk with me. Hello?
Boom.
Oh, Jesus! Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, waiting is over. Excellent. Back to gaming. Oh, wow, I actually got that. There's like a couple frame window where you can jump in that, before the mission pass screen. It's supposed to block you from jumping. Also, we're gonna like walk to the edge of the yard to spawn this mission.
A bike ride along this
We're gonna try pushing Jimmy down the stairs a bit.
I got just
Yep.
the thing to show you.
And then make a wide turn again.
This day was going so well until you showed up. You know that?
Fail the manip. Okay. He was supposed to run to the car.
Yo, you're lucky to even be allowed out of the house after that boat stunt.
What's the big deal? If anything goes wrong, you can just fake your death and start all over. I'm going gray listening to this crap. Station change.
Oh yeah, Jimmy's commenting on the music, but I've turned the music off.
My own moral sensibilities when yours are so unbelievably fuck-faced. Don't push me. Seriously, some guys.
Okay, now we're gonna do some bonding with Jimmy, who has snitched about the whereabouts of his sister. And she's currently whoring herself out to get on TV. So as a good and responsible dad, we're gonna prevent our daughter doing that.
Or want them to get killed.
You think I'm gonna let some guys ride off with my son?
Look, I knew you were a bad guy, but
Also, I think this is the only instance where the characters actually acknowledge you crashing and driving like a psychopath. Because Jimmy will end his first conversation and go on about how Michael's a psychopath and stuff. Anyways, we're gonna grab this bike, which is the fastest one here. Wait until we... yeah. And then we're gonna try some stamina manipulation. By cycling at max speed, your stamina will run out. And if you only do that for like 4 seconds, and then wait for 4 seconds, and then do it again, you'll keep his stamina, which is very important because this is a long bike ride, which will drain the stamina. And then there's a long swim up ahead as well, which will also be draining the stamina a lot. You can also take a BMX here and do bunny hop strats, but that's really difficult. And is recommended to be done on controller, and I don't have it hooked up right now. Gonna crash into this to slow down. Okay, now we're gonna look to the left. And then proceed to not dive on accident. Anyways, we're gonna swim here. And then after a while, we're gonna turn our camera. And then see, we got very unlucky. Because that manips a boat into spawning, and it's either a speedboat or a cruise ship. Or like a sailboat, and sailboats are so slow. So we're gonna have to swim the slow way. Oh yes, this being patch 1.27, waves are broken. So the ocean's just flat, which is very nice. Makes it a lot easier to shoot these guys in the face instead of doing the chase. Like, you're supposed to do like an entire chase through these canals, but we don't wanna. And then we're gonna call a cab, which will interrupt some dialogue here. End this mission a bit faster. Oh. Welcome in. And then, once again, we're gonna save the game and do a save warp. I'm gonna hold the Franklin switch button. This being only possible on PC, because you have a button assigned to each character and you have to hold the button for a different character. Okay, so now we gotta be kind of quick. Gotta bring up our phone, we gotta go to Franklin and arrange a hangout. And as soon as it connects, we can hang up, get our suit, and wait for a text. I seem to have not been fast enough, so I gotta wait longer for the text now. Okay. Switch to Franklin. Because we arranged a hangout, Franklin's always in this spot, and then Michael gets warped closer. And we're gonna leave Franklin hanging. I'm very sorry.
Shit!
so we can drive to the next mission. And then maybe even get a text along the way. Yes, excellent. And then we're gonna meet up with Lester.
The hell is this place? Garment factory. I needed a job that didn't.
And he has another heist planned for us.
Okay, listen.
So this mission is scoping out the place.
The shop's on Little Portola.
I feel for you, friend.
Your FIB buddies, they know you're back in business?
Nice.
FIB buddies?
Got that
What are you
break boost.
talking about?
I checked out the WPP thing. Doesn't look like any WITSEC program I'm aware of. Or for starters, they don't put witnesses up in
Oh,
multi-million-dollar mansions.
game. Come on.
This would be the best
Spawning a
cover.
cop car like right in front of me.
Your sums into a particular FIB
I couldn't avoid
every
that.
month. Of course, the money gets moved
Why do I
around
need the
and
suit? So I look professional
the trail is there.
for this mission.
Withdrawals, the same
Need a
sums
suit
every
to
month. Agent Dave Norton, white middle-aged divorcee,
trigger this mission.
career except
Because you're going to a jewel store, and if you
notorious stick-up man.
arrive there with
Yeah,
just like flip-flops, it'll not look convincing.
Lester, I'm very impressed.
Maybe bringing
Oh
the
man,
authorities
these
along is not such a good
cops
idea.
are so inconvenient.
Look, we can talk about this another time. Take these glasses.
My eyesight's fine.
They're fitted with a camera and a radio relay.
This is so much slower than it should be.
From the car while you're in the store getting what we need.
Okay. I forgot to mention the why we actually needed the suit, so that's good that you asked. Of course, I wanted to drive straight to the jewel store, but I couldn't because of police. And then try and yes, excellent. Block our car door so we can warp out of the car.
You reading me? Mm-hmm. Okay, we need shots
And
of the
then
security
jump
features,
here.
alarm system, ventilation, cameras.
Sir, thank you.
Take a picture of everything at once.
Shots come through. Camera check, alarm check, vents check.
Okay, I'm gonna spam space here. Yo, I actually got it. That's epic.
So, we good?
Once again, that was supposed to be a forced walking section, but there's a couple frames where you can do a jump input and actually jump. Warp back into the car, which is very nice.
Find a way up to the roof.
Warping out of the car also means that your engine isn't turned off, so you can leave immediately.
Look, there. Some construction.
Yeah, if they're gutting the place,
Wow,
I
that
might
warp
be able to
didn't
get to
work.
the roof.
Bruh. Use first person because it's faster on stairs, but third is faster on ladders.
I'm on the roof.
I need to know where the air coming out of those vents in Vangelico originates. There should be a unit above the store.
Hey, I see the vents.
Yeah, I'm looking at the relay.
Okay, gonna try doing this stupid jump here.
Pulled up a satellite image. It looks
Yeah.
like the highest point is on the northwest side. Get a shot from there. Right, you're well placed to take the photo.
And then take a photo of the vents, and then climb down here, and then jump back over. Okay, now we're gonna grab our pistol, get on this ledge, and then roll, spam put away our gun there. Now, if you hold out your gun anywhere near the jewel store, the mission will fail. But because we've pressed the button to put it away, the game considered it to be put away even though it's still in our hand. So we don't fail the mission.
Here, take your
And of course,
glasses.
climbing down normally is slow, so we just fall off the front of the building.
Start setting up the information.
That's the safest way to do that.
Undue complications.
Yeah, it looked like a simple setup. Cameras,
There used to be two other setups, and one was like really risky, and the other one was kind of risky, but that one is very
You
safe.
won't want to die for rich assholes who rub his nose in it.
Good.
Because, really risky because you just lose so much health doing them.
Anything else?
Wow, that car blocking the way.
Well, the more valuable merchandise is in the cabinets in the center of the store, by the register, so I'd start there. The glass in the cabinets wasn't bulletproof, means you can smash them easy enough, but the stones will be in the safe at night.
So, we go in when it's
Right.
Hole.
Once we melt down the gold, recut the
Oops.
rocks, that's an okay score.
Yeah, shame we can't go in after hours, man. Those vents look promising.
Might be able to flip that another way.
I'm listening.
Wait till we get back.
About the crew.
Yeah?
There's this kid who's been helping.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we could cut him in.
I don't
Did not know that
amateur.
plant was a ramp, apparently.
Or if he is,
I'm gonna jump out of here to skip the animation. And then we're gonna set up the heist. There are two options, loud and smart. We're gonna do the loud one because it has the fastest setup missions.
Yes, good.
Gonna get in our car and we're gonna aim our pistol. This is gonna block Michael from doing a phone call. And of course phone calls delay texts, and we really want to text here. It'll spawn the setup mission. Okay, that was not the text I wanted. That's okay. Hello? Okay, that's it. Franklin automatically gets dialed, but we're gonna skip him. We're gonna park our car a bit closer to manip the van to move closer to us. Get out our pistol and then try and shoot them properly, which I doubt I will do. Oh yeah, Michael's special ability, by the way, is slowing down time to shoot. Gonna look over there to, I was gonna say to block the helicopter spawn, but it spawned in a pretty shitty spot anyways. But we have evaded the helicopter, which is good because that helicopter can be extremely annoying. It's why I stopped running this category, because that helicopter just screwed me over so often right at the end of the run. Okay, gonna go to the... Okay, almost got spotted. Anyways, this is where the mission ends. Okay, and this is the final mission of this run, the jewel store heist.
Waiting on you, kid. Paige, you're in the truck with the bikes. Everyone else with me. Gus, Eddie.
This is the only instance in the entire game where honking your horn actually makes characters move faster and get into your car faster. Which is weird. I don't know why that isn't programmed in later on in the game, or why it is programmed at all here in the game. Oh, I missed it.
Alright, listen up. The four of us in this van. We're about to become accomplices in a
Okay,
major
don't
crime.
like run into a cop car this time.
I gotta be able to
There
trust
was one there in the intersection.
my life, my liberty, my reputation. Same goes the other way. A crew will only work when there's trust. So,
Okay, that was okay. Got that one. Nice. We're going pretty fast right now. Okay.
let me introduce myself. I'm Michael. I've done
I
this
meant
thing
to
more than a few.
steer it into here. Okay. Gonna break some of these cases because there is a certain amount of money you need to get. Interesting thing about this, if you pick the other driver, he'll pick more expensive bikes, so you have to actually pick up more money before you can leave. Which is slower, of course. So we pick the slower bikes with the cheaper ones. I'm gonna not follow the crew again. You almost never do in this game. Okay, so you're supposed to go all the way through the sewer system. But we're not gonna do that, actually. We're gonna press the look at crew button. And you're supposed to fail this mission if you get out of the range of the crew, but if you keep looking at them, that will not happen. So we're gonna do this section, like, half-blind while looking at them. No! Oh, I missed my exit.
It's go time. Stay close, stay safe, let's go. We got a sharp left coming up on Dorset Drive. Hey, keep moving.
If I turned left just like a little bit more, I would have made it. Anyways, let's do it again, right? But not fail at this time. Yeah, it was going a bit too well for a while. If you lean backwards and land on your back wheel, you have a much higher likeliness of not falling off of the bike if you fall off of a great height. If you land on both wheels, you will be way more likely to fall off. Wow, I missed my exit again. Do I even know how the speedrun goes in this game? Wait, apparently not. Anyways, that's intentional. Failing the mission there, and then we respawn at this checkpoint we just got.
Hang in there, boys. I got this covered.
You can like barely tap these police cars and they'll get destroyed. Yeah, it says to take out the cops, but that's really very pretty much optional. Doesn't matter if you do.
I should charge more for getting involved in police chases.
Well, that one bike is really damaged. I hope that turns out okay. Okay, gonna try to not hit the bikers here. If you do, it'll fail. Yeah, cops despawn, all of them, when you get to this. We're gonna drive on top of this slope, because there's a forced slowdown if you drive on the road. And this is pretty much the run, there's only one drive left, no cops. If you go too fast, collecting the money in the jewel store, one of the drivers will fall through the ground and you have to wait 7 seconds for them to respawn. But of course, I tactically waited, and it's not because I'm actually slow at this game.
Oh, fuck, man. I thought I was gonna be stuck to that bike. Yeah, I thought you were gonna be stuck under a cop car.
Okay, so timing will be coming up soon, as this is the last place we gotta be.
You know what?
Gonna skip this cutscene, and as soon as it says mission passed, it'll end. So that's gonna be in like 3, 2, 1, now.
Hey.
1 hour and 12 minutes exactly, according to my timer.
I will trust your timer over our time. Yeah, GG's.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to say?
This run was okay, I guess. I wish it would have gone better. Yeah.
It was a really good run. A really cool look into GTA 5.
Oh yes, a thing I wanted to say is this, all these strats I'm doing are kind of already old. I'm not doing the really cool, over-the-top difficult strats they're doing in World Record times right now, so I definitely recommend checking out World Record for more cool-looking strats.
Sounds good. Sounds very good indeed. But yeah, it's nice to see, like, going from the GTA 3 run that we had on Friday night to now seeing how far the franchise has come. Maybe next year we'll have a GTA 6 run. Who knows what that will end up looking like if the game's out by that point. But yeah, thank you very much, Sammy, for this really awesome run. We are going to head into our penultimate transition of the event now, because coming up we've got the Pottergone staple, which is Jamie with WWE. This time it's WWE 2025 or 2K25, and he'll be doing his 30-man Royal Rumble, followed by the Pottergone Royal Rumble, which I'm quite excited to see who's going to be on the roster this year. Well, stick around and you'll just be able to find out.